Hello everybody and welcome back to Comic Studio, and where today we're going to be checking out with Animals Deep IO. It's absolutely going to be for Deep IO as well, because actually that wasn't going to be for such as real animals like the sea creatures. It contains like for something ridiculously weird animals like on the water as well. Even it's not such as Minecraft version like these, because these are probably some sort of things as well, unlike the food chain or whatever that isn't it for some kind of unknown things as well. And so we got our tiers of the animals, and which is absolutely got their fate like those things as well. So it has for many of those tiers of like those things, it has 13 tiers. I mean, it's absolutely going to be for around 5 tiers. A total of 10 tiers includes with skins and such as anything as well, like probably as well. And so we're going to be reviewing for some sort of the animals, but not probably characters like them as well. So credits to DeepIO like those things, or possibly that I didn't see in the game as possible. I'm not very sure. That wasn't going to be telling me why as well. And that concludes Axolotl like those things as well. So we're starting around with tier 1 animals like this. We got some unknown fishes and weirdo fishes like themselves, including for some sort of an earthworm or a sea worm is actually this. The sea worm was actually, I'm not pretty sure for this thing as well. And that must be for a standard fish, and most likely there must be a piranha over here exactly for this big nasty fish like these things, or not anyways as well. The tier 2 fishes could be even dangerous, like the eel as well. And I'm probably sure it must be a lumper fish, which concludes crabs and nasty things like monstrous things. And for some sort of unknown fish like them for the tier 3 could be for around for the trap monster like this. Not a real axolotl who absolutely laid eggs as well. And flying fish, which concludes a frog and a jellyfish. The tier 4 was absolutely a little bit interesting as well, which concludes axolotl as well, a large lobster, really that I never saw this thing out over here. There's a penguin, that must be a water bug as well, and that must be for unknown catfish as well. And another one for some sort of a pre-squid over here. And next one is the tier 5, which concludes bat over here. And that must be for a seal, and another one is a seagull, a duck, and an unknown thing as well. Another squid as well, and this big a little bit fish as well. And this is where that my dad has just bought for this thing for the meal, or I'm not pretty sure that wasn't gonna be real. The tier 6 is could be for around another thing, could be an unknown thing as well. Another thing could be for some sort of monstrous thing. Another lobster as well, or some kind of unknown fish. A bullfrog, and for some kind of dangerous worm as well, or some kind of an unknown thing as well. And which concludes around with a goose, whenever it is, or another stingray, or nothing possibly that I never seen about here, and which concludes for a pufferfish. Next up is the tier 7, which was actually concludes like an unknown monster as the some kind of worm, a dark monstrous snake monster like this, and this is the actual penguin. And another one could be for this thing, the otter, and another otter as well, or some kind of, I think that must be a beaver over here. And there is the anglerfish, It was absolutely completely almost bigger than I thought. The tier 8 fishes could be for a round of squid, an electric eel, another thing could be for one as possible, and an unknown dolphin as well, or some kind of an unknown fish as well. Another unknown thing. And hey, there's a turtle over here. And another one could be the tier 9. We're almost at the end of like the tier number 9 as well. Which is concludes for the beluga, another one for some kind of this thing, a large seal, a large turtle, an unknown raptor fish or unknown thing as well, unlike the tiger shark or things like these things. A large eel over here. There must be a swordfish, and like any kinds of monsters like those things like before. And there must be a hammerhead shark and a monster catcher like those things. This beast over here, then you're never gonna be saying for this thing as well, which includes a lionfish, another eel, and a large walrus as well, or some kind of for sea lion over here. And finally, the tier 10 could be as literally possible, which includes a great white shark, another eel, and a reef shark over here, another sharks like them as well, bigger lobsters, and huge nasty crabs over here. Even there must be a humpback whale, even like some sort of many whales as well, a large octopus, a large squid, even more creatures as well, for such as the monster over here, and some crazy thing over here for some kind of like this. And there must be a monster shark or a megalodon, leviathan over here, and there must be for some sort of a large whale over here, a humpback whale or some kind of right whale, a monster eel or something like this overall, a larger thing or some kind of stingray over here, and there must be a crocodile, even more monsters like those things, as even larger turtles as well. A walrus could be for right here, a wallfish, and even monsters, even the alligator, and there must be a manta ray, hippopotamus, or even like these things as well, a killer whale, and even the sperm whales that includes like this as well, including a polar bear and a whale shark, of course. So I'm not pretty sure where the other tiers could be from, and that must be for some sort of the AIs and the ghost, like other kinds of things as well. And this is where that the animals could be for feeding around here for the food chain. And of course, there must be another things could be for the tier skins as well, like the old characters like themselves. I reviewed the animals with some tier skins overall, because there must be more and more again throughout for those things as well. And which concludes for around the items, and it has pets as well, even around for some kind of a little bit amount of fishes like as well, even more fishes like anything as well, or even some kind of sidekick like for some kind of little baby squid over here, and some kind of hiding spots and sea props like themselves, or over here there must be shipwrecks and some kind of corals, abandoned cruise ship as well, the oil rigs, anchors, and for some sort of like for kinds of checkpoints as well, and some kind of for barriers like thems as well, and more corals like thems as well. And we got trees. No, I didn't absolutely own this thing as well, because that must be the trees that we got over here, and we got some foods like themselves for some kind of spoilers. If we turn on the spoilers, we can include humans and some kind of living things over here. And because we have only 3 background images that I just actually got, but there's no effects like anything as well, because we just absolutely use for the studio crossovers as well. And you may not see like any characters as well, such as Captain Caviar Cookie, the Pirate Cookie, Sugar Glass Cookie, and Amber Sugar Cookie, including Gordon Freeman on board around this tugboat from for the battle like this thing as well. And because like it's probably from the Total Drama Island, and for some kind of other kinds of things that we just added a pirate ship over here, and even throughout for the underground like this thing, but we didn't add anything as well for so things like we added for some sort of save for some drafts like over here for some kind of deep sea animals, perhaps like this thing, whenever that I just actually try to do, or we should be able to be doing for some custom things for unlike crossovers like well that I just used to be. And also, and I'm probably gonna be end of this video, but probably it must be into the description below, as you might go to be checking this out into this comic creator over here, or you might be able to be check it out into the description for the main website in order to browse some comics as well, like anything as well. Even for that, like you might gonna be doing anything you want, expect like ad pop-ups as well, but nothing recommended to use the ad blocker as well. Even that is absolutely for my only secret, including like yours. Thanks for watching, for all your support, like anything as well. And now am I going to be see you into our next video as well, and I'll be see you in 2 days like I just tried to do. But I'm probably I might gonna be doing in another video.